Go interactive with
Kate.
A red ball gliding across human hands. Simple, yet not. In the hands of Dianna David, a TEDx speaker and arts ambassador, a red ball becomes so much more. It becomes a life story. How is the red ball connected to you and your story?
Well, since I was reflecting on my story from TEDx Talk, it was the first time I actually put all of my masks down, and I started to ask, well, what is Dianna David's story? And in the journey of that, I realized that the red ball has been a pinnacle point in discovering who I am. And I discovered it in clown school, and it has been with me for the last decade, traveling all around the world, teaching me that if for something so simple, you can do so many things with it, and that comes in learning about ourselves.
Storytelling is critically important to you and how you live your life. What kind of stories do you tell through performance?
Well, as a movement storyteller, I look at ways of transforming yourself, oneself, from who you are before and where you want to go. And stories like, self-empowerment, self-acceptance, acceptance of others, taking a closer look at someone's uniqueness to see what they have to share and contribute to the world. So
You're a big fan of Michael Jackson.
yes, absolutely.
And how does that come out in your work? And what is it that you love about that style so much?
There's something about Michael Jackson that is beyond just his talents. It's his essence. And as a young girl at 5 years old, I was moved by his essence when he did the moonwalk. And when I was moved by that, I started to I could do that. So my feet started to move. And I'm like, whoa, this is the coolest thing ever. And from that, I discovered that when I stay in the spirit of just that love of sharing something, all these different movements come around. I move differently. I move people by doing it, and all of a sudden a party starts. So he can move masses of people just through channeling what he loves, and I know that's a definite part of my life.
Now, you traveled around the world. You will continue to do so, all different kinds of stories that you share with different kinds of audiences. Yet you're here in Nanaimo. We're standing on stage at the Port Theatre. BodyTalk is coming up. And what is the role that you're playing in BodyTalk? It's a spring break program for youth and grown-ups that takes place during spring break. What do you do in that?
Well, I did a artist in residency with them 2 years ago, and it was through the youth there that they chose me again to come back and asked me.
It's pretty easy to see why, actually. I mean, it really is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. And from coming back, they actually asked me to be their pedagogy. And a pedagogy is someone who teaches others to learn how to teach others. It's kind of hard to say.
Right.
So for the last 5 months, I've been teaching the BodyTalk youth crew how to guide people through a creative process. And the creative process I have is the Make Moves process. It's a life performance training process. And through BodyTalks, it's really taking the issues of the youth, the ideas of the youth, and then putting it onto stage and making them feel like they are the creators of their life, and showing that through the mentorship of professionals, technical professionals, artists, and letting them know that when they are the creators in their life, they're also the creators of the art and culture of their community. And then when they put that out there, then the community grows.
And then so the 4 that you're working with now will then teach anyone who signs up for BodyTalk, and it all culminates in a performance here at the Port Theatre on February the 20th. And you're going to have a role. March 20th.
Yes.
Right, wrong month. You're going to have a role in that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In the performance.
So I'll be doing both the artistic directing to guide them to sculpt the show, and it's a collaborative process with the participants for 6 days from March 14th until March 19th.
Not February.
No, not February. So make sure you get there, sign up for March. And then after 6 days with the creative process with me, on the 20th, we're going to put their work on stage. A professional experience for them.
And it all starts, with a red ball.
That's right.